PGTV presents Jack the Ripper, Victorian chaos, serial killer vibes, and the world's worst cold case, a deep dive into London's foggiest nightmare, with dark humor, historical grit, and zero chill. Welcome to PGTV, where history gets messy, murder gets meme-worthy, and Victorian London smells like regret. Today's episode, Jack the Ripper, serial killer, fog enthusiast, and the reason Whitechapel became the world's creepiest walking tour. Let's dive into the blood-soaked alley of 1888 and meet the man who ghosted 5 women permanently. London in 1888, picture it, London's East End, fog so thick you could lose your morals in it, rats with better housing than the locals, and poverty so bad people were like, I'll take the haunted alley, thanks. Whitechapel was chaos, overcrowded, underfunded, and full of brothels. Prostitution wasn't illegal unless you made noise. So if you were quiet, you were technically a businesswoman. Enter our victims, women trying to survive. Society didn't care. The press barely noticed till the bodies started piling up. The canonical 5 Jacks confirmed kill count. 5, known as the canonical 5. Let's meet them respectfully and with zero victim blaming. Marianne Nichols, found with her throat slashed, mutilated. Police said, weird. Annie Chapman, same deal, but worse. Internal organs missing. Police said, okay, this is a pattern. Elizabeth Stride, throat cut, but no mutilation. Jack might have been interrupted, or just lazy. Catherine Edos, found 45 minutes later. Mutilated beyond belief, kidney removed. Jack said, double feature. Mary Jane Kelly, the final victim, murdered indoors. Mutilated so badly, even the coroner said, I need therapy. All were sex workers, all were killed brutally, and all were failed by a system that treated poor women like disposable NPCs. The troll letters, then came the letters. Because Jack wasn't just a killer, he was a Victorian Reddit mod. Dear Boss letter, signed Jack the Ripper, full of taunts, probably written by a journalist for clout. From Hell letter, sent to a local vigilante, came with half a human kidney. The Ripper said, I ate the other half. The recipient said, I need a new job. The press went wild. Public panic exploded, and Jack vanished like your ex after you say we need to talk. The investigation Scotland Yard was on the case, which is Victorian for wandering around with a magnifying glass and vibes. They had suspects, so many suspects. Montague, Druitt, barrister, teacher, died by suicide. People said suspicious. Aaron Kosminski, Polish immigrant, mentally ill, lived near the murders. DNA evidence later said maybe. Historians said meh. Michael Ostrog, Russian doctor, criminal, but no solid link. Queen Victoria's grandson, because why not throw royalty into the mix? Over 100 suspects, 0 arrests. Jack was basically the Houdini of homicide. Theories and chaos. Let's talk theories. Because when you don't have facts, you get fan fiction. Was Jack a surgeon? The mutilations suggest anatomical knowledge. Or just a guy who read one medical pamphlet and said, I got this. Was it multiple killers? Some say yes. Others say that's too much effort. Was it the press? Some letters were hoaxes. Journalists may have invented Jack to sell papers. Victorian clickbait. Was it a woman? Rare theory. But hey, plot twist, potential, legacy, and tourism. Jack the Ripper was never caught, but he became a legend. Books, movies, tours. There's literally a Jack the Ripper walking tour in London. You can stand where Marianne Nichols died and buy a souvenir mug. Dark, yes, capitalism, always. The case changed how we talk about serial killers. It birthed modern profiling and proved that if you murder 5 people and write creepy letters, you'll be famous forever. So what do we know? Jack the Ripper was brutal. His victims were failed by society. The police were overwhelmed, and the press turned murder into entertainment. Sound familiar? Subscribe to PGTV for more true crime chaos, historical nightmares, and stories that make you say wait, WHAT. Because when your legacy is fog, fear, and 5 cold cases, you might be Jack the Ripper.